Good evening. It's Money Monday, and today we're doing Free Question Monday. So if you've been watching previous weeks and you have questions on home ownership, I'll be taking your questions today. I'll also be sharing Black Friday tips because I know the holiday is coming up on Friday, and so I want to make sure you all don't spend all your money. So as you come in, please share this with your followers. Good evening, Brother Chris. Good to see you on today. As you come in, please share with your followers. And if you have questions on home ownership, please drop those in the comments. All right, so that's the end of the track. So thank you all for joining me this evening for Money Monday. For those of you catching the replay, today is Money Monday, and for those of you who don't know me, my name is Janae Murphy. I'm the financial consultant and co-founder of Hand in Hand Investment Solutions. Thank you for sharing, where we focus on helping individuals become better managers of their money while preparing them for home ownership. And so everything that we teach is centered around the principle of good stewardship. And so every Monday, I do a live broadcast here on Periscope where I share financial tips and strategies to help you do one of two things: save money or build wealth. And so the last few weeks, we have been talking about home ownership, what that preparation process looks like. We talked about, having a steady income. We talked about increasing your credit score. We talked about saving money. We talked a little bit about house shopping and creating your wish list. And so, today I wanted to kind of open it up for people who did have questions. And in case no questions came in, then I also wanted to share some Black Friday shopping tips, because this Friday is Black Friday, which is a recognized holiday to some people. I know I don't have to work that day, but I know some other organizations may have to work. So my job does recognize it as a holiday. And so I know retail, that's the day where they don't get a day off because people will be in the stores shopping. And so I have tips that I have come up with to share with you all to make sure that you are shopping smart and shopping strategically this Friday. So if you do catch the replay and you have questions on home ownership and you don't get an opportunity to ask your question, you can always visit my profile here on Periscope. You'll see the link to my website there. Hey Blair! You'll see the link to my website there, and if you scroll to the bottom, you'll see the Money Monday graphic, and there'll be a link where you can click to type in your question. I'll get that, and thanks for sharing, and I will be able to answer your question on an upcoming Periscope. So does anybody have questions on preparing for home ownership? I know we only have a few people on right now, and we've had a few people pop in and out. So I want to make sure if you do have questions and you took time out to join the broadcast, that you get your questions answered. So if you do have questions, you just put them in the comments and send that on through. I'll see it and I'll be able to address your question. In the meantime, though, I'll get into the Black Friday tips that I have. So Black Friday is a day where you'll see retailers literally slash their prices. They're doing a lot of half offs, a lot of buy one get one deals, and so that's usually a day where people think they can get the best deals ever, and it's typically the day after Thanksgiving. And now, companies have made so much money, retail organizations have made so much money that they've even begun offering deals Thanksgiving evening, because they're trying to make money. And so when they see that people are rushing out to the stores on Black Friday, they wanted to take advantage of that. So they offered additional deals on Thanksgiving Day. And so, I'll hear of, families that will have their dinner in the early afternoon, and then they'll go together as a group after they finish eating to the mall or to the store, and they'll have, their lists and stuff kind of written down, and then they'll go out to the stores and they'll, make this big thing about it where they'll do a whole shopping trip. So, when it comes to Black Friday, the first thing you have to be mindful of is you have to know what you're shopping for. And that seems pretty obvious, but think about it. You have so many deals available to you. And for the person who is not disciplined, just because you see a deal or a sale does not mean that it's a good one or the best one, and it doesn't mean that you need to take advantage of that deal. I'll give you an example. So, it's okay, Blair. You're not the only one guilty of it. So, for instance, I went shopping the other day, and I know that right now I need button-down shirts and sweaters, layers. I don't need any pants. I have like 12 pairs of slacks, 5 pairs of casual pants, and so I'm good on pants. I don't need any more pants. I don't need, keyword, I don't need any more pants. So I'm in the mall the other day, and I'm going with my sister to the mall. I don't need anything but button downs and sweaters. So we're in the mall. Mind you, we didn't even go to shop per se. She just wanted to pick up some perfume, so I went with her. So she found her perfume, and I'm looking around, and I'm seeing this nice skirt and this nice top to go with the skirt, and I see these nice green pants, and green is part of my logo. That's like my thing. So I'm trying to add more green to my wardrobe. So I get these pants, I try on the pants. The pants are a perfect fit, and I'm getting ready to buy these pants. But I thought about it. I was like, hold on, wait. I don't need pants. Granted, they were on sale. They were green, and I am trying to add green to my wardrobe. But that's not the focus right now. The focus of any shopping that I do right now is button downs and sweaters. That's it. So it took, I'm at the point now where, I can try on something. It could be a perfect fit. It could be the right price, and I can put it back. Hello. And I can put it back. I've just, grew to that point. But not everybody's like that. So when you go shopping, you have to know what you're shopping for. And so, if that's you, if button downs and sweaters is what you need, because when you're trying to get dressed in the morning, you can always find a pair of pants, or you can always find a skirt, but you can never find a shirt that's clean, a shirt that's not wrinkled, and a shirt that's thick enough to keep you warm because it's getting cold now. Then when you go shopping, you don't need to pay attention to nothing else but button-down shirts and sweaters. And if you have a specific dollar amount in mind to spend, then you won't have that much room to be able to buy anything else, because you'll only have enough money to get what you need to get. So that's the first tip. Know what you're shopping for, because every deal is not the right deal. The second tip that I have is know where the deals are and what time to go. So you have doorbuster sales where they're on from like the wee hours of the morning, like 6 a.m. to maybe noonish or maybe 10 a.m. You want to pay attention to that, because chances are that if it's a doorbuster deal, if you come after the time of the doorbuster deal, then you won't get the price that you think you're going to get. And so it's important that when you're going through the ads, and mind you, since Black Friday is Friday, stores have already been releasing what their ads are, what their deals are, what their sales are. And if you don't know what they are, if you have a store that you want to go shopping at, you can simply go to their website. They should have the ad available online, and you can just pull it up and flip through it and look for whatever it is that you need. So you want to make sure that you pay attention to when the sale is going to be going on, so that way, number one, you go at the right time. Number two, when you go, or based on the different stores you want to go to, you want to make sure if you are going to a store that has a doorbuster deal, that you go to that store first. So you want to be strategic. So you may have 5 stores that you're trying to get to. 2 of them may have doorbuster deals. So depending on how much stuff you're trying to find at those 2 stores, you want to make sure you give yourself enough time to get in those stores and out of those stores before the deals end. Because it could be the difference of you paying an extra $10, an extra $20 because you waited too late. And that would be a shame. And it would be disappointing too, because if you're expecting to get this awesome, amazing deal, but you missed it because you went to the store too late, then that's pretty unfortunate. All right, so that's number 2. Know where the deals are and know what time to go. Number 3, and this is the last one I have, don't trust all deals. Now, earlier I said every sale or every deal is not the right deal. And here I'm saying every deal isn't a good deal. And the reason why I say that is because companies will make you think that this is the lowest price that you'll ever see this particular item or this particular product, when in a lot of cases that's not the truth. So think about it. The things that you're trying to buy now, and I'm mainly talking about clothes, like electronics, you can get those for, you can get a really good deal on electronics for Black Friday. But when it comes to clothes go on sale all the time. So if clothes is what you're looking for, then this tip is, for you. But for electronics don't go on sale as often. So, if you have something that you need in the house or that you can use, I would do electronics before anything else, because clothes always go on sale. For instance, when I worked at Sears, at the end of the season, there was a time when we would mark stuff down to literally pennies. I mean, you had nice tops for 50 cents or $1. Usually around that March time frame, when they get ready to switch clothes, they're trying to get rid of all of that stuff and they want to sell it. So you can find, depending on the season you're in. So in March, you'll see winter clothes on sale and they'll be dirt cheap. Those same sweaters that they may be selling for $30, that's originally $60 for Black Friday, you can possibly get those for less than $10 if you just wait till March. So unless you really, really need it, I would hold off on buying clothes until the seasons change, because more often than not, you're going to be able to get it for a dirt cheap price because the stores are trying to get rid of it. Electronics are different because they don't go on sale as often. And so if you need some electronics, I would pay attention to those sales first before close. All right, so that's all I have. When it comes to electronics, the only thing I can think of that I can really use is like that cord that goes from the laptop, a Mac, to the TV, because my DVR player wants to go in and out. So that's about the only thing. That cord is like $30. So I'm gonna see if anybody has any deals on that. And I'll also say too, for clothing, consignment shops are a great way to shop. For instance, if you're in the Richmond area, Clothes Mentor, they're having up to 30% off items, price up to $50. And so they have nice brand clothes, ladies. So they have Loft, they have Banana Republic, they have Eva Mendes, that's New York and Company. They have mid to high-end brands that they sell for a fraction of the price. And so if you like shopping at those stores, you can find something of that brand that you like for a fraction of the price, plus it's 30% off. So that's just a tidbit, because I wasn't really turned on to thrifting or consignment until I became an adult and I learned all that I was missing out on. And now a lot of the clothes that I find good deals at consignment shops. All right, so it doesn't look like there were any questions that came in about home ownership. So hopefully, if you're one of those who have been watching the scopes and you're in the process of trying to buy a home in the near future, hopefully the previous weeks address your questions. I have the video still up so you can go back through to watch them if you missed anything. And again, if you have a specific question on home ownership that you didn't get an opportunity to ask, just visit my profile, and there's a link to my website, handinhandinvestmentsolutions.com, and you can scroll to the bottom of the page and there's a place you can click to type in your question. I'll get it and I can respond to it in a future broadcast. So thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all have a blessed and happy Thanksgiving holiday. Please don't spend a whole bunch of money on Black Friday unless you plan to. Hey, it's your prerogative. But make sure if you do plan to spend money that you know exactly what it is that you need to get, where you need to get it, and make sure you get out, because sales, period, are tempting for some people. I had a client that I worked with one-on-one, and she just could not resist a sale. It didn't matter if she needed the items or not. She just could not resist a sale. But after working with her, after coaching her, she was able to build up enough discipline to ask herself the question, do I want this or do I need this? And, having that conversation with herself, and she was able to get to a point where she can now walk past sale signs and she's okay because she knows she doesn't really need it. Yeah, so sometimes we have to go through those measures because everybody's different. Again, my discipline level is not yours. And so, if you do need help coaching or anything like that, just you can go to my profile to be directed to my website, and you can see what's available there. So again, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you have a blessed and happy Thanksgiving holiday with your family and friends. I hope you enjoy the extra days off for those of you who are off Thanksgiving and Black Friday. And again, shop smart and be strategic. Because at the end of the day, it's not how much you have, but what you do with it that matters. And so I want to make sure that you're being good stewards over the money that you have. So thank you all again for tuning in, and you all have a blessed rest of the evening. Bye-bye.